Honorable ambassadors, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me say what a pleasure it is for me to address you today in this briefing on non-communicable diseases and on tuberculosis in preparation for the UN high-level meeting which will be held in September. Let me begin by thanking you, ambassadors and representatives of your countries to the UN, for your leadership in addressing a critical health issues which are negatively impacting sustainable development. I believe we need bolder political commitments, leadership, and action from all sectors of government and also society to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal targets of reducing premature mortality from NCDs by 1/3 by 2030 and to end the TB epidemic by 2030. Regarding NCDs, world leaders have made previous commitments at high-level meetings in 2011 and again in 2014. But unfortunately, these commitments have not been followed through. Progress has been slow, and there has not been any significant regional impact on collective efforts to reduce NCDs and their related risk factors of tobacco use, harmful use of alcohol, unhealthy diets, and physical inactivity. Progress has been blocked by specific private sector actors and commercial and economic interests, which have impeded health-promoting policies such as fiscal and regulatory interventions aimed at preventing NCDs. I wish to appeal to you to be an advocate and leader for policy coherence in your government. A health in all policies approach is needed to ensure that legislation, regulation, and policies are truly aligned and strengthened to prevent NCDs and to promote health. With regards to tuberculosis, this will be the first ever meeting on this health topic at the UN, under the theme, United to End Tuberculosis, an urgent global response to a global epidemic. TB, and particularly multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, is a public health crisis and a health security threat. Global leadership to end TB is critical, and our heads of state must all act right now. I call on you to be a champion in the fight against tuberculosis and to help us close the gaps in prevention and care to ensure no one is left behind and that those who are furthest behind are reached first. So the message is clear. Health is at the core of sustainable development, and NCDs and TB are the urgent health priorities. What has been done thus far is inadequate, and progress can only be attained through national governments working with civil society and the private sector to put people's health first, ahead of politics, ahead of profits, and ahead of self-promotion. I urge you, talk with your presidents and prime ministers and move now to ensure that there is strong, high-level, informed participation from your country, from government and civil society actors, led by the highest authority of the nation, at the UN high-level meeting on NCDs and on TB this September. Let me thank you for your attention and for your support in moving the health agenda forward. Thank you for your leadership.